What's up, guys? So today we're going to be ranking 25, 26 Premier League clubs. So yes, Leeds, Sunderland and Burnley will be in here. So I'm not predicting the Premier League, I'm just ranking the clubs. So first one is Bournemouth. Now I'm not going to lie, Bournemouth have shocked loads of fans recently. I mean, in the 22-23 season, I thought Bournemouth were going to be like 19th or 20th, but they shocked like me. Then like in the 23-24 season, since Bournemouth played pretty well the season before, I kind of expected them to get 14th or something, but they did even better. So yeah, then this season, I don't know what in the European competition, but they finished in the top 10. So I gotta say, Bournemouth is a mid team. Now what's next? Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal good, of course, but they're always contenders for the league, but they always end up finishing second. They used to finish like 5th, but in the 22-23 season, they actually became pretty good, but yeah, always second. I genuinely do feel bad, and also they're getting loads of hate. I mean, Tottenham won a trophy before Arsenal winning a Prem. That's crazy. So yeah, and Tottenham won a European trophy before Arsenal winning a Prem, or even like a European trophy. So yeah, Arsenal are good, of course. I mean, finishing second is not easy, but yeah, you bottle it. Aston Villa. This is quite an interesting one. People might say Aston Villa are trash, but they've shocked me. I mean, in the 22-23 season, Europa Conference League, not a big shock, but alright. But 23-24, they finished 4th. I literally feel bad because in my 23-24 predictions, I said Aston Villa to finish 10th, 9th, because they're mid. But no, they finished 4th. And this season, aren't they getting Europa League football? I don't know. Then Brentford. I guess I'd say they probably were decent. Decent. They're just one of them teams who will not be in a European competition, who just are always there. Like, yes, they kind of shocked it winning the championship, but yeah. A bit underrated maybe, but Brentford can shock some teams actually. They could actually win a Carabao Cup at least, but yeah, Brentford decent. Brighton, now listen, Brighton in the start of the season, I've realised the pattern. Like Brighton in the start of the season, they're pretty underratedly good though. Like yes, Brighton are good, but they kind of slip off. Alright, so they kind of slip off. Not gonna lie. So yeah. They're alright though. You know, they do get Europa League football. I think they're gonna be in Europa Conference League this season. So yeah. Next is Burnley. Like, I'm not trying to roast any clubs or take this too far, but Burnley are getting relegated. Like, they did pretty good in the championship, but that's the championship. So yeah, no offense, Burnley fans, which I do not think there's any here. But yeah, Burnley, they might get some wins, but probably against Sunderland and Leeds. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, I mean, not gonna say they are like a Premier League club who always gets relegated. But if they could stay up, that would be good for them. But of course, I don't think they will. Chelsea. Now, I think they should be a 5-star rated. But yeah, they're like a Champions League team now. I mean, last season they made Conference League, but yeah, before that, they were like good before, but then they were like mid-table manteams. But now, Chelsea are like a consistent Champions League team who might actually be in the title race. Which, yeah, but they kind of fall off, but they still finish like 4th. So, can that be a pattern for Chelsea? or habit, maybe a good habit. Now Crystal Palace, yeah, again, just like Brentford, they're not gonna get relegated, but they're not gonna get Champions League. Well, European football. So yeah, they're about the same level as Brentford. Like, they can actually shock some teams. I mean, of course, not United. No offense. But yeah, Everton. To be honest, Everton are nearly awful every season, but this season they weren't that bad. I mean, they finished higher than Tottenham, who were absolutely horrible. Higher than Man United. Well, that's not a shock. Oh my god, if I roast United one more time in this video. So yeah, of course it's not a shock finishing higher than United. Actually, Burnley could finish higher than United. Totally not being sarcastic. But yeah, Everton, they look good this season. But of course, they're like them teams who just luckily survived relegation in the last match day. So, not hoping for the best. I don't know. I mean, they're not going to get European football. They're not going to get relegated. Well, they actually could. But of course, Goodison Park will be a hard thing to say bye to first season without Goodison Park. Then Fulham. You know, Fulham is that one team who, like, could actually get your Conference League football if, well, maybe, actually, they could have, actually. Like, Fulham, they never get Conference League football, but in the league, they're pretty close to getting that. Yes, maybe they could get European football, and they can make a cup run, definitely. In the 22-23 season, I expected them to get relegated, but no, they did not. So, yeah, they can shock you out sometimes, of course. Next is Leeds United. Again, like Burnley, no offense, Leeds. But you're getting relegated, like. Yes, they might. I mean, last time they were in the Premier League, they were awful. Maybe not last, maybe that might be Sunderland. Although Leeds United, when they had Rafinha, he probably cooked them. He was probably the reason they went relegated. Of course, Barca was a good deal for him. But yeah, Leeds United, I'm sorry. Right. If you're like a legend with this channel, you'd know I support Liverpool. Not being biased, but can we win the league again? But, well, Arne Slot said in a press conference, he said, well, we already achieved the league, which is a fair point, so we might try win the Champions League this season, Liverpool. So, maybe Liverpool will not win the league, because we're focusing on Champions League this season, not Prem, so if we win the Premier League, then hooray, yay. Back to back, we're going to just become like City when they were good. Well, they still are, but they're still 5 or 8. But yeah, Liverpool, definitely top 4. Maybe might finish second, but we could win the league. Who knows? Even Arsenal can win the league. And I'm not being sarcastic, I swear on God's life, I swear on my life. So Manchester United, awful last season, absolutely awful. Teams like Everton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton are good. Nottingham Forest, who shocked most of the team, like Fulham, Crystal Palace. They finished above of United all that season. They weren't as bad as Tottenham, of course, but they might. I don't know. I mean, they don't even deserve to be a 5.5, 4.5. They should be like a 3-star. Like, no offense, United, in FC you're not that bad, but in real life, I don't know, guys. So I'm not gonna make a laugh at United, but teams like Everton are definitely your level. Actually, no, maybe Macclesfield or Northampton. So I'm just gonna make a compilation of me roasting United. Man City, yes, oil money club. Yes, they kind of did. We were in a losing streak last season, but finally got back. So, I don't know, will City win the league this season? I actually don't know. They actually might. But if they win the Champions League, which they've already done, but yeah, City, pretty scared of them. A team to be scared of as a Liverpool fan. I just don't know why they never beat United these days, though. Newcastle, absolutely shocked. No, I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Newcastle have qualified in the Champions League twice in like 3 seasons. So, maybe Newcastle are round of 16. The Champions League is going to be good. So, this might be controversial, but Newcastle are officially a Champions League club. But or Champions League or Europa League. They might finish 5th this season. I don't know. Might be focused on Champions League. Yes, again, like Aston Villa. Say if Aston Villa were in the Champions League or Newcastle, it might be a bit too much competitions to focus on. So it depends what competition Newcastle focuses on. Which, yeah. Now, Nottingham Forest, they were so good last season. They absolutely shocked me. And they were one of the clubs who did not lose to Liverpool. And Fulham were one of them as well. And pretty much lots of people. But, yeah. And, yeah, they shocked us. But I'm just saying they fell off. Towards the end of the season, they fell off. They could have got Champions League football, but no. They got... Is it Conference League? I mean, I think they are in a European competition, not Europa League, I don't know. But fell off. They did fall off, unfortunately, sorry. But, yeah. So, we're good, though. They're good. We're at how many teams left? 4 more. Spurs. Absolutely shocking. Last season, they were 17th, were they? I'm shocked. Like, yes, maybe Spurs aren't going to win the Champions League or Premier League, I mean. But, yeah. But 17th is just shocking. So, I don't actually know. Are they going to do a fresh new season? If it's a fresh new season, I don't know. But Spurs, I don't give you good luck. Sunderland. Just like Leeds United and Burnley. I think you're going down, Sunderland. I mean, you finished like 4th or 5th in the Championship, and you got lucky in the playoffs. So you barely played against. I'm not gonna say luckily won. It's just like a team like Sheffield United who you let them have loads of chances. Of course, your keeper played brilliant. You got Joe Bellingham in the Premier League. Or Joe Bellingham might go Dortmund to... I don't know. But if you keep Joe Bellingham, I don't know. I mean, I'm not... You never know. Anything's possible. Sunderland could stay up. West Ham. You know what? I guess West Ham kind of weren't as good as they were in the last season. They're a bit... I'm not going to say rubbish because they weren't as bad as United and Tottenham. But, of course, I don't know. I suppose they are pretty good. I mean, I don't know if they're going to finish 12th this season, but yeah. Now, Wolves. They finished 16th last season. A bit but okay. I'm just going to end the video. I mean, Wolves, again, like a team who won't qualify, who won't get relegated, but won't be in Champions League or any European competition. So, yeah, bye.